30 seconds to go, and we on that second race today with this Tiny Zwift Insider. This is one of the races where I decided that on the last one I was with the pack and I did pretty good, but I wanted to go ahead and see if I could pull not away from the pack, but I wanted to be with the pack. But I wanted to win on this one. I hadn't had a win. I think last week I had all placed like second, third, fifth, sixth, somewhere in there. So I wanted to win today. I really wanted to win today. And I just missed out on timing. We're at 1, 2, 0, and we're off. And as we take off, I'm thinking about, okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I kind of know what we're doing now, since somebody mentioned that the next 3 are just expanding on the same race. So I kind of get an idea where this race is going to end. I'm thinking in my head, when I look at the numbers, I go, okay, this race is going to end on that bike, the double big statues of the bikes on that little hill. So I go, okay, cool. I'm going to ride fairly at a higher pace, but not away from the pack. This is where I started adjusting the knob. I noticed that I had not been adjusting the knob on my bike for the tension. And so I have been leaving the same probably since May. So even though I'm putting out a lot of wattage, I hadn't really been pushing my legs hard anymore because for a reason, I just forgot to start adjusting the tension. So it'd give me a chance to put out more power to get me ready to start standing up on my bike when I want to really ride. So I started adjusting in it, and I noticed that I'm doing 90 pedals per minute, which y'all have seen me do plenty of times. But the power that I'm putting out is a little bit more greater because there's more power and more pressure on me putting out. But it does cause, if you notice, my heart rate declines. So I'm climbing in the heart rate because I'm working harder. And so that's the difference. So now what I'm trying to do, yesterday on Sunday, I did a 90-minute ride with the power tuned up a little bit more. I'm starting to run these longer rides. It was like a 30-miler. I did that so that I can start getting my legs used to this extra power. If you notice, I'm in the red. I'm pushing the red because I've turned the knob and made myself start putting out more. Now the problem, like I say, the problem is I am running myself a little bit more tired. My heart rate running a little higher. So I'm gonna have to, it's an adjustment. It's gonna be an adjustment for me. So this is what's going on. Sadly to say, I can't do the Zwift Racing League. I can't do it. The races are on Tuesday, and I'm a truck driver. I leave out on normally Monday mornings, and I don't get back to Thursdays. Usually Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon. So what I'm gonna do is do the Triple T races on Thursdays. I joined the World Zwift League. I joined that yesterday, so I can start doing that with my team. I also want to know, somebody text me and let me know. I've seen guys with 2 teams. I don't know if that's possible. I thought I may be looking at it wrong. It's just something else. Please give me a comment. Y'all are great at doing that. Thank you so much for that. Giving me comments, giving me feedback. So let me know. But like as you can see now, I am pushing the numbers out. Oh, also, if you watch video 1, I have a video of my man cave because somebody asked me about that, so I decided to put it out there. And Tandem is riding with me on this race. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting used to the new power, so it's actually making how do I say it? It's easier for me to climb hills. It makes it a lot easier to climb hills. And so my weight to number disparity is starting to change a little bit because I'm putting out even more power to point to my weight. But it's still not changing enough where it's like, oh wow, it's this great drastic number, but it is changing for me. So I enjoy that. This race was not a super long race. Each race built on itself. So with the races building on themselves, I gotta admit, those things were, it was different. How do I say that? It was different. You knew the race, you knew where it was going, you knew how the race was gonna go, and just be honest, you see I hit this hill just right so I could stay ahead. But I didn't realize the adjustment on the knobs until after this hill. Believe it or not, on the last one. So, and I always said, if I can stay with them on the hill and they not leave me, like you saw in the last race, I got up the hill and they were pulling off, so it was hard to catch them with that little distance left. But we got 2 miles to go. And I don't have to worry about it now. I know where we're going, I know what we're doing, and I'm just staying with the crowd. I'm not worried about coming off the pedals too much now. On the downhills, I do because I'm trying to lower my heart rate. I am keeping it up there, but I'm trying to lower. You see the pedals are down. So I'm doing the thing where I'm trying to put more power in, but not increase the pedals and trying to cool my heart down just a little bit because I know I'm going to be running today. So as I run up and keep going, when I come up that hill with that power, since I moved the knob up and it gave me a little extra power, you see I started to pull off from everyone. And that's what the goal was just to see how much further I could go with the new power putting in. Now, it does wear me out because it does keep me at 2.5, 2.6, somewhere in that 2.4. I am staying in that area. And woo! But you have to see how much weight, how much power I'm putting. It doesn't seem like much, but I'm really putting out a lot more power than I thought I was gonna be putting out. I'm starting to look like some of the lighter riders. Now I ain't always there, I'm not gonna lie like that. These guys, boy, y'all weight to power disparity is unreal, man. I see some guys hit 11. Man, I probably hit 3,000 watts before I hit 11. I know some of y'all go, nah, it ain't gonna be that much, but man, can you imagine how many watts I would have to hit to maintain an 11? Woo! But as we going through, through this race, we got a mile and a half left, and I really did like this week's races. I gotta admit, they were kind of built for me. They were built where, especially once I started adjusting the power so I can just keep up with everybody, the races really were built for me. And I noticed one other thing. We ran these races a lot, yes. When I did this race the second time, and spoiler alert, I came in 10th. Listen, because I adjusted that knob on the first race for this morning, the 11 o'clock race, I came in 10th. I'm gonna put it out there so you'll know, but you'll like to see the race. But my numbers at 10th, because I was pushing the whole pack so hard that my numbers at 10th, I want to say were better than my numbers at number 1 on this one. That's how big of a difference it is. Knowing the course and me adjusting, I adjusted the knob too much then. Because you see I got green down there on my graph. I got some yellow. Oh, that one, it was all red. It was all just monster power out. And by the time I got to that race, I had already rode like 35, 40 miles almost. At the end of that race, if I would have finished that race, I would have finished that race. And I came in first here, I would have finished first at that race by about 30 seconds. That's how much I had pushed that pack of us riding. So I would normally say when I was riding that I like to push the pack. I didn't realize I was actually pushing the pack like that. I didn't, because people was like, oh man, this was much harder. And I'm going, this is a race, but you gotta understand, I'm learning how to race. Now, the key difference is races like these are built for me. I'm gonna have to realize what they are and where they at, and I just gotta push them. Now, races where they get longer, 10, 12, 20 miles, that's when I really, 10 miles or greater, I really gotta start riding with the pack. I won't even say, I go as low as 6 miles. Anything 6 miles or greater, I really gotta consider just riding with the pack. It gives me a chance to conserve my energy. Anything less than that, I may just start hammering them things out, because now Tiny Zwift Insiders, the numbers have changed. Anything less than 2.5 miles, probably I would just hammer out. Anything above that, I will ride with the pack. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, and I think I'm gonna try to keep that. But since I knew where this thing was gonna end, I turned the knob up, and this is when I learned about. This is when I started really figuring out about this knob, and it just occurred to me to go ahead and turn my knob almost to mid max. And I did, and you see the pop, and you see my heart rate is going up, but I'm not losing the speed as bad. And I realized I hadn't been adjusting that power knob. Normally that power knob, I would have been doing 140 pedals to get to 600. I'm doing 110, 109 to get to 600. And it's because I turned a simple adjustment that I hadn't been making, just gave me extra power, but it does, look at me, I'm at 170 heartbeats per minute. I'm running my heart up now. I'm putting the power out. But I'm literally at 170 heartbeats a minute, and that's where I told you about 160 is where I start wearing out. So with this, I'm saying I need to work on it, but I am gonna get better at this. We're going to enjoy this race. And with that, I'll see you on the next one. Ride on.